Imagine a single command giving hackers full control of your Linux system, or a seemingly innocent Chrome tab silently hijacking your entire PC. These aren't hypothetical threats, they're real, unpatched threats right now. Stay with me. I'm going to go over the biggest, most critical cybersecurity threats that are out there. I'm Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Live Technical Support. And coming up next, I'm going to go over the most critical threats that you need to be aware of so that you can take proactive measures to protect yourself, your computers, your computer network, and your data. There's a Linux critical vulnerability in Sudo feature. There's also a Cisco hard-coded credentials in the unified CM software. Microsoft 365 DirectSend feature is being abused to send spoofed emails. There's a new Google zero-day threat that is being exploited in the wild. Microsoft is removing password management from Authenticator app in August. The FBI is warning of threat actors using health insurance scams. And there's also a warning. The U.S. cybersecurity agencies are warning about cyber attacks coming from Iran, state-sponsored hackers. So here's the thing you want to be aware of here. There's a Linux critical vulnerability in Sudo feature. If you use Linux or have any systems that use Linux, you need to be aware of this and actually take proactive measures. A critical security vulnerability has been discovered in Sudo, the widely used system on many Linux systems that lets unprivileged users gain root access. Administrators and users are strongly advised to upgrade to Sudo version 1.9.17p1 or later as soon as possible. The flaw allows an attacker to run commands with full system privileges, posing a serious threat. A second privilege escalation bug was also identified and fixed in the same update. So it's important to apply both patches. Keeping Sudo up to date is essential to maintaining system security. There's a Cisco hard-coded credentials in unified CM software threat. Cisco has issued a warning about a critical security vulnerability in its Unified Communication Manager and Unified CM Session Management Edition software. The flaw involves hard-coded SSH credentials that could allow a remote attacker to log in as root and execute commands with full control of the system. It affects multiple engineering special versions and has been rated 10 out of a 10 on the CVSS severity scale. In other words, this is the most critical rating that you can get out there. Cisco has released a patch and will also include a fix in an upcoming software update later this month. Administrators are urged to apply the patch immediately and monitor their systems for any unauthorized root logins. Microsoft 365 DirectSend feature is being abused to send spoofed emails. Scammers are exploiting Microsoft's 365 DirectSend feature to send spoofed emails that appear to come from within organizations. These phishing emails often look like voicemail notifications and include PDF attachments with QR codes that redirect recipients to fake Microsoft login pages to steal credentials. The campaign has been active since May 2025 and has targeted over 70 companies, mainly in the US. What makes this attack notable is that it doesn't rely on compromised accounts, allowing it to skip past many security filters. Experts recommend disabling DirectSend, checking email authentication headers, enforcing strict DMARC policies, training users on QR-based phishing, and enabling multi-factor authentication. There's a new Chrome zero-day threat that's being exploited in the wild, a critical zero-day vulnerability. Zero-day means that it's currently being utilized by hackers. Has been discovered in Chrome's V8 JavaScript and WebAssembly engine that's already being exploited in the wild. The flaw is a type confusion issue that allows attackers to perform arbitrary memory read-write by tricking users into visiting a specially crafted web page. Google patched it in Chrome version 138.0.7204.96 in Windows and Linux, and 138.0.7204.92 in the Mac OS. Immediately after discovering it, following a rapid mitigation development, users and organizations are urged to update their Chrome browsers and other Chromium-based browsers like Edge, Brave, Opera, and Vivaldi as soon as possible to prevent remote code execution. This is the fourth actively exploited Chrome zero-day threat fixed this year, highlighting the concerning trend in browser security and the need to make sure that you're patching your software regularly. In fact, having patch management is important. Microsoft is removing password management from the Authenticator app in August. If you use Microsoft Authenticator, the Authenticator codes will still work, but the password management will not work after August 1st. Users will still be able to access their synced login credentials via the Microsoft Edge browser. We, by the way, don't recommend that you put your usernames and passwords in your browser, because if you allow a hacker into your system, within seconds they will have access to all of your saved passwords in your browsers. It's easily done by hackers, so you want to protect yourself. We actually recently posted a video to our YouTube channel entitled "The 5 Password Mistakes You're Probably Making," where we not only discuss the 5 password mistakes, but we also show you a free method of managing passwords and a paid method of managing passwords that doesn't cost very much. We'll actually link to that video in this video. We encourage you to actually migrate before August 1st, migrate your usernames and passwords to a secure password management system. The FBI is warning of threat actors using health insurance scams. The FBI has issued a warning about health insurance scams where fraudsters impersonate insurers and fraud investigators via email, text, and calls. They pressure individuals and healthcare providers into disclosing personal details like medical records, bank information, social security numbers, and more. Scammers often use urgency or the promise of refunds to trick victims into compliance. The FBI advises verifying any unexpected messages through official insurer contact channels. That means going to their website, not a website that looks like their website, but their website, or even calling the number on the insurance card that you have. Avoiding clicking links and unsolicited communications, using strong passwords, and enabling multi-factor authentication. The U.S. cybersecurity intelligence agencies have issued a joint warning on the rising cyber threats from Iranian state-sponsored and affiliated hacking groups targeting U.S. defense contractors, critical infrastructure operators like energy, water, and transportation, and OT ICS systems. Hey, we bombed them. Israel's been bombing them. There's a ceasefire right now, but the government there actually pays hackers to try to hack into our systems. Although no coordinated large-scale attacks have been observed yet, officials say the current geopolitical tensions, especially ties to Israel-linked organizations, could prompt disruptive operations. Recommended measures include disconnecting OT systems from the internet, applying software updates, enforcing strong authentication, and remaining alert for any suspicious network activity. Additionally, implementing strong cybersecurity practices and cybersecurity tools is advised. You may be thinking, hey, I don't know whether any of this is applicable to me, much less how to implement any of this. Well, if that's you, you need a faster PC. We do offer cybersecurity, and as a part of our cybersecurity, we can actually analyze your system, see whether any of these do apply to you, and if they do, we can apply those patches. In fact, we have patch management that runs on your system. If you are a managed services client of ours, we're looking for updates to Windows twice a day. We're looking for updates to programs such as Google Chrome, Firefox, Zoom, and other programs, Adobe Reader. We're looking for updates on average every 4 hours, and we're looking to updates to the Microsoft security software on average every hour. So this is really something that you need to have. You have this, you don't have to worry about whether your Google Chrome is updated. It's going to be updated because we're searching. You don't even have to know that there's a threat out there. The software is going to update itself because we're actually automating the installation of those updates. We also, again, have a secure password management system that's a part of our cybersecurity packages. And we have advanced cybersecurity tools that can actually protect your computers, your computer networks, and your data from hackers. And even if a hacker were to get in, we have monitoring that can detect that this is happening and shut down and isolate that system from being able to run and access the internet. This is something that we can do here at a Faster PC. If you're out there, you want to have your systems protected, or maybe you think you're doing a good job. Or maybe you have an IT firm that you think they're doing a good job. Well, how do you know that they're doing a good job? Wouldn't it be good to have a third-party assessment? Wouldn't it be good to actually run a penetration and vulnerability test on your systems to see whether there are any vulnerabilities out there? I can guarantee you that we'll find vulnerabilities in your system. You can give us a call, 772-878-5978, 772-878-5978. You can also go to our website, fasterpc.com, and you can actually schedule a discovery call. And from there, we'll actually be able to actually help you and set up a penetration test where we look and see what is going on in your system. And if you choose to have a Faster PC fix those problems, well, you can do that, and we can fix those problems, and we can also provide you with solid, advanced cybersecurity to protect your systems. If you're out there and you say, you know what, I want to fix it myself, well, you'll at least know what needs to be fixed. So give us a call, 772-878-5978. You can also, again, go to our website at fasterpc.com and schedule a free discovery call. Remember, when you have cybersecurity problems, you need a Faster PC.